Hello, my name is Doug Gardner, and I'm the past president of the Calgary Foothills chapter of the Barbershop Harmony Society. Our chorus name is ACAPPELLA ROAD as of January 2021. For the last 30 years, we've been called Western Hospitality Singers. And I'd like to share with you some of my thoughts about the youth outreach programs that our chorus has been involved in over the last decade plus. We consider this an investment in the future of barbershop in Calgary and in Alberta, our province in Canada. If you have questions, there is contact information at the end of this video, and I'd love to hear from you. So why youth outreach? First, we had a desire to spread our love of barbershop harmony and of this musical style and genre to the broader community. Second, like many of our chapters, we are an aging chapter and we need to get younger and attract new members. Third, we know that many youth singers do not continue singing after they finish high school. And we also know that these days a cappella singing is popular with youth, and growth in a cappella singing is widespread. And those of us in the barbershop community know that barbershop is a wonderful form of a cappella singing. Now, in the past, we had high school choirs on our shows. We had performed with youth groups like the Calgary Boys Choir. But we wanted to be more intentional in terms of how we reached out to the youth in Calgary with our love of barbershop music. So, when we looked at youth outreach, the first thing we asked ourselves, what are the barriers? The first one, obviously, is the perception of barbershop music in our community. People believed it's only quartets, it's mostly old singers, not particularly good quality, and not very sophisticated. Also, in Canada, funding of music programs in schools and colleges has been really suffering. Program cutbacks, reduced budgets, has made it very difficult for the music educators. And music educators' perception of barbershop music and their preference for other choral genres made it difficult to get youth involved. And unfortunately, in Canada, unlike the United States, we have no countrywide organization that we could partner with to champion barbershop music. So, what are the opportunities? First, to expand our chorus presence in the Calgary and area choral community. Second, to challenge the barriers and hopefully create a new impression for people, a new perception. Third, to introduce young singers to an alternative, excellent form of four-part harmony, which provides the option for lifelong harmony singing. And lastly, we hope that for now or in the future they may choose to sing barbershop for a lifetime, and so therefore we're planting seeds that we hope will grow into trees in the future. So how did we get started in our outreach? In 2013, we hosted our first Youth Harmony Workshop. It was organized by Greg Verhappen and James Thexton from our chorus, and we could use Greg's school's music room. We brought in Donnie Rose as a clinician and the quartet Code Blue, who were an example quartet and also led the sectionals. It was a Saturday, one-day workshop, learning 2 songs with both full group and section rehearsals. And then it was followed by a short concert for the parents. Among almost 50 members, young men that attended, of high school age, they loved the songs, and they thought Code Blue was wow. One attendee, in fact, Ben, our chorus funded him to go to Harmony University the following summer and participate in the Next Generation Chorus. He was a very enthusiastic young man about barbershop. We hoped he would come and sing with us, but unfortunately he's gone off to university somewhere else, so we're hoping maybe he'll come back in the future. With the success of our 2013 Youth Harmony Workshop, we decided to have a second one in 2014. This time, we only had about 25 people attending. It was a Saturday, one-day workshop again, 2 songs, full group and section rehearsals, but it was not nearly as successful as the previous year. We had a different group of attendees, and they were not nearly as interested or engaged in the process, and we were disappointed. We started asking ourselves, what can we do to reach more young men singers more effectively? At that time, we weren't considering mixed choruses or mixed singing just for men, our workshops. And how can we reach music educators to engage them and get them to be our champions for these young people? In 2015, we partnered with Choir Alberta, an organization that promotes choral singing across our province at all levels, in the community and schools. They have an annual honor choir of high school students from across the province, students that are nominated by their choir leader. They also host an annual music conference for musicians, clinicians, and educators, including an exhibitor space. So we became a sponsor and an exhibitor with a booth and have been for 4 years. The booth is staffed for 2.5 days with a quartet that can sing really well, promotional material, music, handouts, lots of giveaways. And the exhibits were mostly attended by music educators at all levels. These are some examples of the brochures and banners that we've had at our exhibits. At our booths and in our discussion with the music educators, what was our message? We wanted to let them know that barbershop is really a form of folk music. There are lots of great arrangements available for 4-part singing, male and mixed and female. And barbershop singing is challenging and develops good singing habits and technique because of the physics of ringing balanced chords and because the a cappella form trains both the voice and the ear. Barbershop performance is fun and it's exciting. And barbershop is choruses and quartets and everything in between. And barbershop is men, women, and mixed in format. At the music conference, as an exhibitor, we also introduced our Barbershop Challenge. It was open to any choir in Alberta, from middle school to college. All they had to do was to learn one barbershop song as part of their repertoire. We gave them selections to choose from. We provided all the legal music, voice tracks, and offered coaching, all at no cost to the choir. All they had to do was learn and perform the song and send us a recording. If possible, we would try to attend the concert so that we could hear them in person and take a video. Once that was completed, we would send them a $500 check toward their school's chorus program. Up until 2019, we'd had a number of schools participate. Up to 10 schools or choirs could participate each year, and we had some wonderful examples. One quartet, the lead proposed marriage to his girlfriend in college. Another choir sang, "It is well with my soul." And a septet, a mixed group, sang "Yesterday" with a wonderful barbershop arrangement. And there were many more. And you should have seen some of them when they incorporated dancing and hamming it up as part of their performance of the song. It was wonderful to see. In 2018, we wanted to build on the success we'd had with our Barbershop Challenge program. It was the year that we were sponsoring our Division III contest and convention in Calgary, and we incorporated an a cappella festival for choirs. 6 groups participated, ranging from a quartet to a large choir. They received judging from a Barbershop Harmony Society certified judges and adjudication and coaching for each group. There were prizes for participation. There were large, small, and quartet categories for prizes. And the winners in each category performed in our evening show of champions. They also were able to hear high-level quartets and chorus champions and an international caliber guest quartet that performed on the evening show. It was a great experience for all of them. In 2020, we planned to co-host an Alberta Vocal Festival along with Choir Alberta. It would include vocal jazz, barbershop, and a cappella genres. There would be classes and technical training as well as performance topics in each genre. The barbershop content and the clinician was to be provided by Joe Cerruti, the BHS Director of Outreach. Although the program was well along and there was a lot of interest in schools across the province, we had to cancel that festival because of COVID in 2020, and we hope to perhaps host that again in the future. In our outreach, there's been several other activities. Several times our quartets have gone to Music Monday at an elementary school and have sung several songs and introduced those elementary level students to Barbershop Harmony in 4 parts. They've really loved it. As well, one of our quartets attended Mount Royal University and presented a 2-hour seminar to their Vocal Academy group of young male and female singers. We sang a number of songs, had them sing a tag, and it was a great experience. Finally, I'll talk about our Randy Peters Scholarship. After our director Randy Peters passed away in 2016, we established a scholarship focused at music educators at high school or college level. The scholarship is $1,500 from our chorus to attend Harmony University in Nashville to attend the music educators track, along with a companion scholarship from Sing Canada. All of their costs are covered to attend Harmony University for a week, and it gives them an in-depth exposure to barbershop music and harmony. Our first attendee, Annette, was from a college in Red Deer, north of Calgary. She had a wonderful time, loved the experience, offered a testimonial, and has recommended this experience to other educators. When Harmony University gets back in person again, we hope to be sending more people on the Randy Peters Scholarship. So what's the way ahead for us? Well, we're going to continue to evaluate what's working and what's not and make adjustments. We have a new chorus name. We're going to increase our social media presence. We need to be creative, find ways to help educators financially and otherwise, and be a greater presence in the choral community and showcase some good quality barbershop music. That's all I have to talk about today, but if you have questions or if you'd like to share your experiences, we're always looking for new ideas in terms of youth outreach as we continue to move forward. It continues to be a key goal for our chorus, and I would love to hear from you. Doug Gardner at dougchris@tellusplanet.net. Thank you.
We